original Night Stalker, caught after 40 years.
The original Night Stalker, caught after 40 years. He raped, he murdered, he stalked his victims for weeks, and then he vanished into the suburbs, into normal life. For over 40 years, he was a ghost, until one tiny strand of DNA brought him down. In 1976, California was already on edge. Then came a man who broke in at night. He started in Visalia, a burglar called the Ransacker. Then he moved to Sacramento, where he became the East Area Strangler. Later on, Southern California, he escalated into the original Night Stalker. What no one realized back then, it was the same man, Joseph James D'Angelo. Exploiting the fact that police departments didn't share information across jurisdictions, his attacks were like something out of a horror film. He would break in at night wearing a ski mask, sometimes naked. He made the women tie up their husbands. Then he'd stack dishes on the man's back and whisper, "If I ever hear one plate move, I'll kill her." Hours of torture, rape, whispering, stealing, watching. Victims said he knew things about them, where they worked, what they wore, because he'd been stalking them for weeks. Newspapers dubbed him the original Night Stalker. At least 13 dead, 50 raped, and 100 plus burglars. He was fast, he was brutal, and he disappeared in 1986 with no name, no face, no justice. Then came the revolution, genetic genealogy. In 2018, investigators uploaded his DNA to a public family ancestry site, GEDmatch. They built a family tree, connected distant relatives, and narrowed it down to one man, Joseph James D'Angelo, former cop, father, neighbor. He was 72 years old, living in Sacramento. He had attended police funerals. He had kids. He blended in. Police stalked his house at night. They waited until he tossed a tissue into the trash, and it was a match. When they arrested him, he didn't fight. He barely blinked. In court, D'Angelo wore an orange jumpsuit and a blank expression. He confessed, not out of remorse, but reality. The DNA didn't lie. In 2020, he was sentenced to multiple life terms without parole. Survivors stood and faced him in court. Survivors described what he did to them in front of their families, husbands, their children. "You were a coward then, and you're a coward now." D'Angelo didn't respond. The man who once whispered, "I'll be watching you," said nothing. For over 4 decades, he hunted families in the dark. But in the end, it was science and survivors that brought him to light. Joseph D'Angelo, the cop, the predator, the original Night Stalker, finally unmasked.